in whichever seated posture you wish to. Grow tall by lifting through the sides of the body. At the same time, rolling the shoulders back and relaxing it down. Neck is long, neutral. So you're not lengthening the front of the neck more than the back, or you're not shortening the front of the neck more than the back. So just keep the front and the back of the neck equal and keep your back neutral. Close your eyes for a moment. Slightly engage the lower abdomen area, the area below the navel. So slightly engage, and as soon as you engage the lower abdomen area, notice how it supports your back. So even to sit up straight and tall, if there is a slight engagement in the lower abdomen area, your back feels very supported. It feels very nice on the back. So go ahead and engage the lower abdomen area. Chest is lifted, shoulders are rolled back, and close your eyes. Take a moment to scan your entire body from top to bottom. Saying a little good morning, a little hello to the different parts of the body as you move your awareness from the crown of the head, moving it along the length of your trunk, into your hips, into your legs, and down to your feet. So just be aware of the physicalness of the different parts of the body. And then bring your awareness to the breath, and just notice how the breath is. Without changing, without altering, without tampering with the breath. Just watch your natural breath and watch the quality of the breath. Notice how the breath is. Is it long or deep? Is it short? Is it erratic, smooth? Whatever, however the breath is, just observe it. And the next exhalation that you make or you take a longer, deeper exhalation, releasing everything that you don't need it anymore. Any tension in the muscles, in the body, any thoughts in the mind. With every exhalation, try to release it. And with every inhalation, make space for something new. New energies, vitality. Again, every exhalation, a chance, an opportunity to release whatever does not serve you. And every inhalation, moving into a fresh new direction, making a new beginning. Every breath is different. So just notice every breath as it is. Taking one more long deep breath in and breathing out. Beautiful, guys. Very nice. Now keeping your eyes closed, think of your pelvic floor or the hip girdle as a bowl. Okay? So think of your hip or your pelvic girdle as a bowl and your spine as a ladle, okay, as a stirrer. So your pelvic girdle or your hip girdle is like a bowl and your spine is like a stirrer. So, and you've got something in the bowl and you are stirring it. So using your spines, just start giving movements in the upper body. You may of course open your eyes to see what I'm doing. And then when you get the movement, you can close your eyes and just make it your practice by observing your movement. So if you're continuously just doing it mindlessly on my instructions, it is not your practice. And yoga, remember, is always an inward journey, it's your practice. So once you know the movement, how to do the movement, you can go ahead and close your eyes and observe the movement. Observe how the body is moving to the right, to the front, to the left, and to the back. And notice the sensations which arises in the body as you do this movement. So be very mindful. Be very mindful. And also observe how your circles are becoming longer. Your circles are becoming bigger. So how you started making small circles, automatically now the body is free and you can make bigger circles. So allow that to happen. Do not stop it. Don't obstruct it. So allow the circles of the body to become bigger. So your spine is moving a little more on the right, on the back, on the left, and in the front. And notice if you are leading this movement with the head or with the chest. Don't throw your head forward. Don't try to move with your head. Just move with the trunk and the head is just following. Take two more in the same direction. and just giving a little bit of blood circulation as we do this movement. Come back to the center and just release and stop for a moment. Again, grow tall, lifting the sides of the body, engaging the lower abdomen, raising the chest up. And now start making circles in the opposite direction. And again, notice how the circles to begin with are smaller. So notice how the circles to begin with are smaller. And maybe you can synchronize this movement now that you're familiar with the movement with the breath, which is already happening, but you're going to be more aware. So as you exhale, the body moves back. As you inhale, the body moves forward. So try to make one breath and one circle. Try to make it together. So one whole breath, one whole circle. And notice now how the body is a little more free and your circles are becoming bigger. So the body is moving a little bit more. The circumference is increasing. You are moving on the right, front, left and back more. So the body is moving more on the right, more on the front, more on the left, more on the back. And throughout, your sit bones are rooted down. You're not lifting the sit bones up. So keep your sit bones rooted down and take 2 more circles. And don't think that what this is, this is so stupid. Everything that we do has a purpose. So just have faith in that purpose and just keep doing all the movements. Do 1 more circle and then come back to the center. Good. Grow up tall and open your eyes. And from here now, we are going to make spinal waves. Okay? So making waves with the spine. I'll turn to this side so that the waves are more visible. So right now I'm sitting up straight. Lower your chin to the chest. Sink your chest down, rounding your back, and then leading with the head, move forward. Lift the chest up. Again, chin to the chest. You're sinking your chest down. Bending forward, your head comes up, your chest comes up, your rest of the spine comes up. I hope you got this movement, okay? So once again, chin to the chest and you're going to drop the chest. Then you're going to bend forward, first the head, then the chest, then the rest of the trunk. And then again, you're going to do this, okay? Let's do about 4 or 5 of this. Just giving a nice spinal movement to the spine. Essentially, we're just trying to bring in lots of blood circulation in the whole length of the spine. So drop your chin towards your chest, drop your chest towards the hip. Bend forward, head up, chest up, the rest of the trunk. Chin down, chest down, bend forward, head up, chest up, and back. 2 more, chin down, chest down, bend forward, connect the dots, chin up, and this is making your spine more flexible. Again, inhale and exhale. And now we do the opposite. So lean forward with your chin away from the chest, lean forward, chin to the chest, slowly drawing everything in, coming up. Inhale, really stretch the front of the body and contract the front of the body. Inhale, stretch the front of the body. Exhale, contract the front of the body. Last 2. Inhale, extend, expand, reach, and then slowly curl in. One last time. Inhale, be open to any sensation that arises while you do this. Notice, maybe the movement is somewhere else, but the sensation is somewhere else. Come back to neutral. Great. Now keeping your legs crossed at the shin, inhale, stretch your hands up. Exhale, grow tall, lean forward. Wherever your range is, bring your hands down there, chin away from the chest. Start moving your hands forward. Root your sit bones at the back and just focus on lengthening the spine. You're not moving the shoulders close to the ears, keep the shoulders relaxed. Chest wide open, so you're not compressing the chest with your arms and shoulders. So release, widen and go down and then release the head. Stay here, keep rooting your sit bones down and also be open to any sensation which is coming up in the body. And many a times the movement is somewhere else in the body and you will feel the sensation in a different part of the body. Establishing the fact that every part of the body are interconnected. So we will stay here, breathe, and now start moving your hands, your head, your entire body towards your right knee. And notice a nice deep stretch on the left side of the trunk. You're staying in your forward bend, your chin is almost close to the knee. Without lifting the left buttock and the left knee, For some of us, you can even touch the chin to the knee. So as I said, a beautiful long warm-ups today. Come back to the center, which is again a part of the class only. And then start moving towards the left. And start to feel a nice deep stretch on the right side of the body. Very nice. Keep breathing, keep rooting your right hip and your right knee down. And from there, try to lift the trunk away from the hip and stretch forward. And then slowly come back to the center. Inhale, bring your hands close to the body, stretch your hands up. Exhale and slowly release. Now the cross of the legs, you're going to change it. So uncross and cross it, bringing the other leg forward. This might feel very unusual, but we need to balance both sides of the brain. So we need to work on both parts. Again, inhale, stretch your hands up. Exhale, leaning forward, chin away from the chest, slowly release your hands down. Really press back with your sit bones. Okay, so really root and ground through the sit bones. Remember the earth quality of yesterday. So you really need to ground. You need to have that stability, that security, and based on that, then you can build up the movement. The movement can never be built up until and unless your base is strong and stable. That is why the earth element comes before the water. So start leaning forward, really stretch the spine. Also understand earth is more gross than water, and then fire and then air. So we are moving from gross to subtle. So we are really opening up the energy channels. So yoga practice goes deep beyond your physical body, but then you have to be aware and practice it accordingly. And then start moving your hands, your chest and your head towards the right side, getting once again that deep stretch. Maybe a similar sensation, maybe something new, maybe something different. So be open to whatever comes up. Just accept it. And then come back to the center and then start moving your body to the left side, lengthening the spine, rooting your sit bones and your hips down, and really feeling that length and stretch in the trunk. Very nice. Come back all the way to the center. Walk your hands close towards your legs. Inhale, extend the hands up. Just stretch your spine. Exhale, come back to the center. Now from here, we go into mermaid. So 90-90 mermaid, however you understand. So my right leg is back. My foot is not out this way. My toes are turned all the way back. And the top of the foot is down on the floor. So this is how the foot is. Okay, so you're really feeling the stretch in the ankles also. So turning back towards the front, sitting in mermaid position. Now this is what might be happening to most of us. So you really need to bring the shoulders right above the hips. So try to really align your shoulders above the hips. Sit here and feel the stretch, especially in the left side, in the left hip and the left leg. Inhale, stretch your hands all the way up. Exhale, turn and twist on your left side. Keep your spine tall, do not drop your chest down. Inhale, come back to the center, stretch your hands. Exhale towards your right. I'm not leaning forward. Remember, you have to align the shoulders above the hips. Keep your shoulders above the hip and from there do the movements. Inhale, come back to the center once again. Exhale, lightly turn on your left side. And keep leaning your trunk towards the left leg. Inhale, come back to the center, stretch your hands. Exhale, I'm not leaning forward, just turning my trunk more and more. The movement is coming from the waist all the way to the right. Inhale, come back all the way to the center. Exhale, you might want to watch first before you go into the pose. You are going to turn a little bit further. Okay, turn a little bit further, and exhale, go down as much as you can. Deepening that stretch and keep your left knee pressing down. Do not lift your left knee up, go down. Inhale, come back all the way to the center. Take your right hand behind your right hip. Stretch your left hand to the side. Bring the left hand forward, press into the right palm. Use that to open up the front of the hips. So really working on the hip flexors, the front of the trunk. Open up, stay here. Keep breathing. Keep the shoulders relaxed. You can lower your head back and down. And then exhale, come back all the way to the center. Repeat this on the other side. You're going to change the legs. So coming into the mermaid on the other side. Toe is pointing back. Again, one side might feel different from the other. So you might be leaning a lot more here. Try to be at the center. Inhale, stretch your hands all the way up. Exhale, turn gently towards your right side. Don't drop your chest down. Keep the chest lifted. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, turn on your left. Inhale, center. Exhale on your right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Let's hold it now. Inhale, center. Exhale on the right and try to push your trunk a little more on the right. And notice how it works on the spine, on the sides. Inhale, come back up to the center. Exhale to the left, keeping your back straight, keeping the chest open. And now inhale, look to the center. You're going to turn all the way. So you're not going to lift up like this, okay? Keep this part grounded as much as possible. Hips are grounded. From there, you're trying to lengthen the side body. If I'm going to lift my hip up, see it is shortened again. The purpose is not serve. So I'm going to push the hip down. So really pushing the hip down and then really find that length in the side body. Keeping that length and turning towards the back. Go as much as possible. One side will feel different than the other. And then exhale, lower your head down to the maximum that you can. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come all the way back to the center. Taking your left hand behind the left hip, stretch the right hand sideways. Really drawing the hand forward, taking it all the way up and back. Feel the stretch in the front of the body, in the quadriceps, in the hip flexors, in the trunk. Hold it a little longer. And then exhale slowly and gently come back to the center. Beautiful, guys. Moving on, now we're going to come on all fours. So come on all fours, spread your fingers out. Inhale, knees under the hips, arch your back, pull the shoulders behind. Exhale, round your back. Again, inhale and arch. Exhale and round. One more time. Inhale and arch, hold it a little longer. Exhale and round. Now we are going to make bigger movements. So from here, we are going to start now circling. So start circling. Again, bringing in that fluidity, that water element in the body. So start to circle. And if you really want your wrist to be stronger, try to lean the shoulders way over the wrist. Okay? So take the shoulders way over the wrist. With that little stress, little load on the wrist, you're helping to strengthen a lot of muscles around the wrist. And then reverse this direction of the circle, move in the other direction, moving front and back. Moving front and back. You can add the rounding and the arching of the back also. So I'm arching as I move forward and rounding as I move back. So you can bring in a little spinal undulations also as you move. And come back to the center. Beautiful back. Bring your knees closer. For the next one, if you have a block or something, it might help you to give a little space between the hand and the floor. It might help. So you can keep a block if you have it. If you don't have, that's also fine. So what I'm doing is I'm stepping my right leg back. I'm going to make hip circles now. Raise the right leg, bend the leg. Bring your right knee to the left arm, right arm, and open. Make it in a circle, left arm, right arm, open. Keep going. 3, right, open. 4, right, open. 5, right, open. 6, right, open. 7, right, open. Last time. 8, right, open. Reverse the circle, open, right, left, back, open, right, left, back. Try to touch your arms. Right, I'm touching my arms. And really open. Right, left, open. 4, left, open. 4 more. 5, left, open. Giving a nice warm up. 6, open. 2 more. 7, open. Last time. 8, open. And relax it. Good. Doing the same thing on the other side. For your convenience of visibility, I'm turning. Now again, inhale. Left knee. Bring it to the right arm. Left arm. And open. And 2, 2, open. Try to tap the knee to the arm. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, sorry. And now relax. Opposite side. 1. Right to left. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Beautiful, guys. Keep the blocks away now. And then go into your downward facing dog now. So press the palms all the way to the floor, tuck your toes under, and move into your downward facing dog. Step your legs back, move your heels up and down. Press through your fingertips, draw your triceps in, and then if you've done enough, you can just stretch and extend. Now turn both the heels on the right side and stay here. Getting a nice deep stretch in the side body. Really, you have to lengthen the side body. Come back to the center and then work, bringing the heels on the left side and really lengthening the sides of the body. Inhale, come back center, exhale on the right. Inhale center, exhale on the left. Beautiful. Inhale now, staying down dog. You can watch this movement again. So from here, I'm keeping my chin to the chest. Till I come to the top, I'm going to keep the chin to the chest and then I'm going to go into the upward facing dog. Bend your knees, push your hips up and back. Head is forward. Once your hip comes all the way to the back, then I bring the chin to the chest. So moving in a spiral and a wave, opening up, exhale, moving the hips back. I'm still looking forward and then joining the chin to the chest. Okay, I hope everybody got that movement. We'll do this 4 more times. So stay strong in the downward facing dog, everybody. Really strong in the down dog, chin to the chest. Now slowly lifting the heels up, send your trunk forward and then send your chin forward and be here. Bending your legs, move your hips up. You're still looking forward and then connect your chin to the chest. Moving a little faster, hoping that you've understood the movement. Really working on the whole spine. We're going to do this one last time. Good. Now come forward into plank. Exhale, release your whole body on the floor. Take your hands to the side, elbows are lifted, fingertips on the floor. Inhale, moving sideways. It might look very odd, very peculiar to do this movement, but this is a good massage to the back. Exhale, go down. So you're going to move sideways. Not always, you just have to lift up and go down. You can add a little movement and then slowly go down. One more time, everybody. Your strong legs, which is anchoring, supporting, stabilizing. So the earth quality in the legs and the feet, and the water quality in the upper body. And then slowly down. Bring the palms close to the body. Inhale, lift up. Exhale back into your downward facing dog. Walk your hands all the way back towards your feet. Soften your legs, bend your knees, chin to the chest. Slowly come up, one vertebra at a time. Slowly roll up, like you're unrolling or unfolding a carpet. Once you're all the way up, lift your chin up and shoulders down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands down, chin down. Slowly and gently, with soft legs, with bent knees, you're going to roll forward and down. Walk your hands forward, come into a plank, release into upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, walk your hands all the way back, keep your legs soft, and then slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time. This is a very good massage for the back. It's like you're giving a self-massage to the whole back, opening up spaces between the vertebral bodies. Slowly come up, raise your hands, stretch it up. Exhale, bring it down to your heart center, look towards your fingers. Really bend your legs, soften your legs, and then slowly and gently start to roll down. Walk your hands forward, come back into the plank again. Release and lower your hips, coming to your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now step the right leg forward, left leg forward. Exhale, bend forward and down. Inhale, come all the way up, stretch. Exhale and release. One last warm up before we start the flow. Keep your feet apart, almost at the edges of the mat. Hands on the hip and start to make hip circles. Keep the knees soft. It will help you to make bigger circles with the hips. So don't keep the legs straight, keep your knees soft and just make hip circles, allowing the movement. Try to make bigger circles with your hips. Stay for 4, 3, Just giving a lot of blood flow in this area so that you can stretch and open it and reverse the direction. Keep your knees soft. It will help to make bigger circles with the hips if your knees are bent. And then come back all the way to the center. Good. Bring your feet closer. Stand in your Tadasana or Samasthiti. Roll the shoulders. Inhale, arms go by the side. Stretch up. Exhale, go ahead, bend forward and down. Inhale, lift and lengthen your heart and chest. Palms on the floor, step your legs back. Knees down, go down into your chin and your chest. Inhale, roll up Bhujangasana or maybe upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here and breathe. 1 or 2 breaths. Look forward. Inhale, exhale out and just slingshot your body forward. Exhale, bend forward and down. Inhale with strong legs, raise your hands up. Exhale and release. Second round, everybody. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, bend forward and down. Inhale, lift and lengthen your head and chest forward. Palms on the floor, step the legs back to plank. Knees down, Ashtanga Namanasana. Inhale, either Bhujangasana or straight leg, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here, 2 breaths. Breathing in, breathing out. 1 more, breathe in and breathe out. Look forward, step or jump forward into your half forward bend. Exhale, full forward bend. Inhale, arms by the sides, come up. Exhale and release. Moving on. Inhale, stretch your hands up. Exhale, bend forward and down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Palms on the floor, step the legs back. Knees, chest and chin down. Inhale, raise your upper body. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Now walk your feet close to each other. Lift and raise your right leg up. And today you're not squaring the hips. So you're going to open the right hip to the right side. Allow the leg to move towards the left side. Keep the leg straight and feel the stretch in the front of the hip, especially on the right side. Stay here and breathe for 5, 4, 3, keep breathing, strong hands, pushing the body up, not moving forward. So really pushing the body up. And then stretch the leg all the way to the left side. 2 and 1. Inhale, bring the leg back to the center, square your hips, hug your knees towards your chest, move forward. Step the right leg all the way to the front. Inhale and come up into a crescent lunge. Breathe here and stay. Stretch and stay. Movement. So stretch and bend. Stretch and bend. 2 more. Stretch and bend. 1 last time. Stretch and bend. Now the front leg does not move. The back leg. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend, straighten. 2 more. Bend, straighten. Stay strong. Bend and straighten. Bring your hands down to the floor. Send your right leg all the way back up and bring it down to the floor. Move your heels up and down. Same thing on the left side. Really strongly pressing through your fingertips, lifting your hips up. Lift your left leg up. And then turn the left leg to the right side and open the front of the left hip. Feel the stretch. Stay here strong. Stay here for 5. Square your shoulders. Try not to drop one shoulder. Square your shoulders. And just keep twisting. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Square your hips. Bring the leg back to the center. Exhale, knee to the chest. Step the left leg all the way to the front. Strong back leg. Inhale, crescent lunge. Stretch and bend. Stretch and bend. And 3 and bend. And 4 and bend. And 5 and bend. Now the back leg, right leg, and stretch. Down and stretch. Down and stretch. 2 more. Down and stretch. Last time. Down and stretch. Bring your hands down to the floor. Send your left leg way up in the air and bring it down. Take a vinyasa. Move forward into plank. Knees down, chest down, chin down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale back into your downward facing dog. Breathe, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Look forward, jump or step forward into your half forward bend. Exhale, full forward bend. Inhale, come all the way up, breathe. Exhale and release. Bring your feet together, chair pose. Inhale, feet together. You should be able to watch your toes and your hips should not be like this. Draw the hips under and belly in. Exhale, bend forward and down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Palms on the floor, step the legs back, plank. Knees down, chest down, chin down. Inhale, raise your upper body. Exhale back into your downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up. You can even open it up to the side. And then from here, bend that leg at the knee, everybody. Stretch that leg. Bring it forward. Left arm, right arm, and back. Left, right, and back. Try to touch. Come on. Left, right, and back. 3 more. Left, right, and back. 2 more. Left, right, and back. You can do it. 1, right, and back. Reverse the circle. Right, left, and back. 2, left, and back. 3, left, and back. 4, left, and back. Last time. 5, left, and back. Square your hips, step the right leg forward. Lower your hips down, lift your heart and chest up. Drop your left heel on the floor. Inhale, come up into your Virabhadra Asana 2. We cannot do without this posture, can we? Almost every class we have this posture. Stay and breathe. So your right leg is bent, left leg is straight, turn the left foot in. Again, movement. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Legs are not moving, just the upper body and the arms. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Strong legs, everybody. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Really stretch the sides of the body. Feel that stretch. Stay here. And then come back to the center and try to bring the shoulder close to the knee. Stay here and breathe for 5, 4, 3. Feel the fire in the legs. 2 and 1. Inhale, just the upper body. Turn your right foot in. Go. Stretch your legs. Breathe. Notice the sensations. Now from here, you're going to have your toes turned in. Bend your knees a lot. Okay, we are going into Prasadika. But bend your knees so that your back heel will be flat. And turning on the side so I'm visible. So for some of us, if we try to go down, our back is rounded. Okay? So once you bend the knees, you can push your buttocks back and flatten the back. So that is why bend your knees, flatten the back, bring your hands down. Okay? So now I hope you've understood. So don't be here. So you can bend the knees, try to really push the hips back and stretch the spine forward. This flat back should come, not arch, not round, just a neutral flat back. So turning again to the front, I hope everybody's understood. So bend your knees and start stretching the spine forward. Try to really bring the upper body trunk towards the thigh. So hand can be on the floor or on the block. Exhale, really try to bend forward. Bring the top of the head to face down towards the floor. Hands can be on the floor, on the blocks. And then slowly start pushing your legs straight, lifting your hips up and moving the thighs back. Feel the stretch in the legs, keep breathing. Stay here for 5, press the big toes down, lift your kneecaps up. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, look forward, straight hands, walk your hands slightly forward. Now just move side to side. We're going to take Skandasana in a while, in a moment. But before that, just move side to side. Your hands can be on the block. For some of you, to bring the hands down on the floor might be challenging. To see how I'm just bringing in that fluid movement in the hips. If it was earth, I would have just hold the position in one place. But because I want this movement, and now from here you're going to turn the right toes out and start walking your hands towards the right side. And I really want you to lower your hips down, stretch. Be here. Make sure that your right toes are turned out and the knee is turned out. And then just be here, really lengthening, really stretching. Feel the work in your right inner thighs. And then walk your hands close to the body. And then start bending on towards your right leg. Your right heel might lift up. It's okay. Doesn't matter. Okay? Just see that the knee is pointing sideways. Now you can start moving your body towards the left. We'll do this a couple of times. If you cannot go down so deep, if you have knee issues or hip issues, try to modify by just doing this. Okay, you don't have to go further. Those who can go further. Really stretching your groins or inner thighs. You can take supports of the hands, move on the opposite side. Again, come back to the center and move. 2 more times, everybody. Start to move. Really feeling the work in your hips. And start to move. Now we are going to hold it in one side and then the other side. So hold it on one side and then if it is possible, bring the heels down. Only if it is possible. Stretch. Try to lower the hips. Bring the chest up. It can be pretty deep on the ankle. So if it is not working for you, do less. Don't go so deep. Open the knees out to the side. Stay here, breathe, hips going down, chest up, but you're not falling back. Try to control. And then bring the hands forward and then start moving. Remember, toes turned out, knees turned out on this side. One side can be easier than the other. As you can see in my body, I'm pretty comfortable on this side. That side was a little challenging. It happens. Stay here and breathe for 5, 4, don't give up, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back to the center and you're going to turn yourself towards your right leg. So you're going to turn towards the right leg, press the palms on the floor, take your right leg back. Okay? We'll repeat all of this on the left side. So stay strong. Remember the hip circles, we're going to start with that. Raise your right left leg all the way up. Really, you can open up the hips, come forward, left knee to the right arm, touch. Left arm and back. 2, 2 and back. 3, right and back. 4, right and back. Last time. 5, right, no, sorry, left and back. Very sorry. Now bring it to the left arm, right arm and back. Left arm, right arm and back. 3 more. Left arm, right arm and back. Little bit fire there, okay? Left arm, right arm and back. 2 more. Left arm, right arm and back. 1 more. Left arm, right arm and back. Stretch your left leg, bring it to your chest, step it forward. Drop the heel down, inhale, come up. So when we are working with water, we don't only work with one element. So you can see the fire is there, the grounding, the stability is there, and you're creating space also for the earth and the space. So bend your left leg nice and strong. Really turn the toes in. Inhale, exhale. Bring the shoulder down to the knee as much as possible. Inhale, left shoulder over the left knee. Inhale, exhale. Stay strong. Inhale, legs are not moving, hip is not moving up and down. Last time. Inhale, really stretch the side body. Exhale. Now we are going to hold both the positions. Inhale, hold. Breathe. Feel the stretch. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back. Stay here. Breathe. 5, 4, 3. Strong legs. 2 and 1. Inhale. Come back to your warrior 2. Turn the left foot. Straighten the leg. Feel the sensations in the legs. Strong sensations. I do understand. Now from here we move into our goddess pose. So from here we are going to turn. So turn your toes out, heels turned in, and allow the hips to go down. Watch Knee and ankle in one line. So if your foot is like this, your knee is over the ankle, not a great idea. So widen the legs, turn the toes out, and sit into goddess. Breathe. Work on again stretching your inner thighs. Feel the work on your top of the thighs also. Keep breathing and stay. Hands here. Keep lowering your hips down. So press with your palms and keep lowering your hips down. Keep lowering your hips down. Keep lowering your hips down. Send your hips back. Again, I'll turn so that it's visible. So send your hips back and bring your shoulders in line with the hips. And keep opening the knees to the side. Okay, so you're not here. You're going to bend the knees like we did and come into the goddess with the heels turned in, toes out. Stay here, breathe. I'm really pressing my knees to open out to the side with my hands, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Do that. Keep lowering down so that the shoulders come in line with the hips. Draw your abdomen in, that will support your back. If you feel okay, extend the hands to the sides. Whoa. Keep lowering the hips. Feel the work in those legs. Don't give up. Just because I'm not watching you, don't give up. Stay, 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 stay. 5, 4. Mommy, come on. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale and slowly come up. Ooh, shake it out. We'll take this one more time. Don't give up. All this preparation is very important. Breathe. One last time, you're going to really press. So what I'm doing is with my hands, I'm pushing the skin out, really stretching my inner thighs, lowering the hips so that it's in line with the knees and lowering my shoulders, and then extend. If it feels good, pull your abdomen in, stretch your hands forward, and stay, and stay, and 1, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up, 3, come on, shout it out, 4, 5, and slowly release. Hamaya. Stretch your legs and breathe. Beautiful, guys. Well done. Walk your hands towards your left leg, towards the top of the mat, bend your left leg. Press the palms onto the floor, send your left leg back, walk your dog, move your heels up and down. Beautiful, guys. Take a moment, bring your knees down with your knees wide open, big toes touching, and sink your hips back and down. This also is a beautiful hip opener. So press your hips back and down, open the knees wide, and stay here. Just catch your breath. Reset yourselves. Okay, re-energize and reset yourself so that you can move on. Keep breathing and stay. Stay for 5, 4, well done everybody. 3, don't give up. 2, and 1. Slowly and gently pressing the palms on the floor, come back into a downward facing dog. We're taking the next flow from here, not going to the top of the mat. Inhale, raise and lift your right leg as high as possible, like you're doing a standing split. So really lift your right leg up as much as possible. You're creating space in the hips as you do this. Bend the knee to the front and step the right leg forward. Now from here, lower your left knee down on the floor. You can have some cushion under the knee if required. Keep your toes tucked in. Inhale, extend the hands up. Send your hip forward and your chest back. Exhale, stretch the front leg, lifting the toes up. Again, inhale, arms go up. Exhale, hands down, lengthen. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. 1 more, inhale. Stay here, breathe, stretch, and breathe and stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands down. Slowly and gently stretch. You can even release your heels on your hips on the heels and just stretch your right leg. We did this in one of the classes if you remember. Now push your foot in if you can with your left hand and really plug your bone into the hip socket, the femur bone into the hip socket as you do this. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly moving forward. See if you can stretch the right leg forward. Breathe. You can stay here. You can have your hands on the blocks. Anything is okay. And you can bend forward and down. Breathe. You can just stay here if you're already feeling a deep stretch. If some of you want a deeper stretch and your body can take it, move your legs further forward. Move it further forward. If you can, then extend and stay and breathe. Stay in an active split, keeping your hands on the block, back straight, and stay in an active split. Stay here and breathe. For 5, if your hips touches the floor, allow that to happen. 4, 3, 2, don't have to do it. Okay guys, you can just be staying here, please. You don't have to do it. And 1. Now slowly bring this leg back to the center and then send your right leg all the way up and back towards the air. Oh. Bring your heels down and just stretch. Bend the knees, send your hips up. Breathe. Lift and raise your left leg high up to the ceiling. Bend that leg, step it forward. Right knee on the floor. Start with your toes tucked in. Inhale, move your body forward. Exhale, pull the foot in. Inhale, hands reach up. Exhale, hands on the floor. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 last time. Inhale. Stay here. Breathe. Take your upper body back, hips forward. Feel the stretch. Breathe. And then bring your hands down and maybe rest your hip on the back heel. Left leg stretches. Some of us will do only this. Breathe. Maybe leaning forward. Maybe hold your left foot with your right hand and pull it in. Keep breathing. And then slowly move it forward. You can have your hands on the block and you can just stretch the leg forward. This can be enough for some of you. Maybe even the hands are not reaching the block. You might have to lift your chest up a little more. It's okay. Most of us have tight hamstrings. Now, if you're feeling the stretch already, just lean over and get a deeper stretch and do nothing else. Just stay here. Those of you in the practice and those of you who can do it, start taking the leg, start moving the hip slightly more ahead. Start moving it, moving it, moving it. Maybe the hips will touch the floor, maybe not. Walk your blocks back and stay active. Stay 10, 9, keep breathing, 8, 7, don't force anything, 6, 5, this side my hips are not going down completely, I'm not forcing it. I can bring it down with a little force, but no force. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly walk this leg back and bring it to the center. Move your blocks away, press the palms onto the floor, send your left leg back. Move your heels up and down. Good, stay and breathe. Look forward, step or jump forward into your half forward bend. Exhale, full forward bend. Lower your hips down, bend your knees, inhale, chair pose. Exhale, come back to the center. Beautiful, guys. Inhale, stretch your hands. Exhale, just twist on the right side. Keep turning the hips forward, just twist on the right side. Inhale, come back center. Exhale, twist on the left side. Inhale, come back center. Exhale, bend forward and down again. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Palms on the floor, step the legs back. Lower down, knees, chest and chin down. No chaturangas today, that will come tomorrow. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up. Step the right foot outside the right palm. Start lowering your hips down. Working a little more into the hip and then we're going to take the super soldier pose. So lower the hips down, lift the chest up, stay here, breathe. My right foot is turned out. You can even come into the outer edge of the right foot, turning the right knee down, away from the center, away from the midline of the body. Breathe. Now you can just stay here, releasing the left knee on the floor. Some of you might be getting a deep stretch already. If you want it deeper, then start taking your forearms down. Start taking your forearms down. Stay here and breathe. Allow the knee to drop on the right side. Getting a deep stretch in the outside of the right hip and the glutes. Stay for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep lengthening the spine forward. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back all the way to the center. Press the palms on the floor. Now start folding the back leg. You're not folding the back leg on the knee, that hurts. You have to come to the soft, fleshy part of the back leg. So drop your hips forward, stay here. At this point, some of you might need a strap or a dupatta. Okay? So you can strap your foot, sorry, it's the other foot, I'm so sorry. So at this point, you can just strap your foot. So we are all here. So you can strap your foot. Sorry guys, I'm not used to strapping, so yeah. So you can just strap your foot and you can hold it with the right hand. So you can just hold it with the right hand. Okay? So you can lean your body forward, take the strap and hold it with your right hand. If you can reach, then reach it and pull it. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that strap on and then you're going to go down. So go down. Go down and then you're going to bring the strap. So basically what you're doing is you're taking this hand inside and grabbing hold of the leg. You can use the strap also. I'm very bad in using the strap, so you can use the strap also. So see what I did? I'll show you again. I'll try and make a loop, it will be easier. Good. Just watch once before you do it. You're getting a break also. Now I'll be able to do it better. So you might not have a loop like this. See what works best for you. So I have the loop. My leg is back. Okay. Now from here, keep the strap here forward. Okay. Move your body forward and down. Left hand goes down. Right hand will go under the right knee. The right hand will go under the right knee and then hold the strap. Try to hold the strap. Hold the strap. Those who can, you can hold the foot, not the strap. Stay here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing it all the way. Now there's one more preparation before we do anything else. So from here, bring the foot closer to the knee. So the foot is closer to the knee. Take your right hand under. So the shoulder goes under the knee. Some of you will just stay here. You will feel a deep stretch in this area. So some of you will just stay here. Don't do anything more. Some of us will start lifting the back knee. Look forward, lean forward. Some of us will take the hands off. Really, to take the hands off, you really have to move the body weight forward. Okay? So I'll show you again. So from here, you're going in, under. You can stay here, you can stay here. You can move the body forward. See how I'm dropping my hips. Right now my hips are up. So I have to drop my hips forward and then extend the hands out. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to the center. Step your right leg back. Whoa. Breathe. Let's do all of this on the other side. Go ahead and raise your left leg all the way up to the ceiling. Hold the leg and step it outside the left palm. This one all of you know. Bring the hips, lower it down. In the beginning, the knee is not touching the floor. Turn the left foot out, chest up. Feel a stretch in your left hip. It might help if I turn this side. So feel the stretch in the left hip. And I have my foot turned out. As much as I can lower my hips down, I'm lowering my hips and lifting the chest up. Stay here for another 3, 2, and 1. Lower your knees down. You can come to the outer edge of the foot and turn the knee to the side. You can stay with your palms on the floor. This will be enough for some of you. Some of you will start taking the forearms down. And try to keep the foot and the elbow, or the heel and the elbow in a straight line. So keep the heel and the elbow in a straight line. Move your chest forward. Breathe and stay. Feel the opening in the hips. Strong 1. If this is too much, come back onto the palms. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press the palms on the mat. Lift your chest up. And now press the foot in. Move your body forward. Bend the back leg. not at the knee. Try to really push the hip forward. Right leg is bent, take your left hand around, grab hold of the foot. You can hold a strap. I'm very bad in using the strap. I'm not very good. So you can take a strap around the foot and you can turn. Take your feel the stretch in the right quadriceps. Really stretch the right quadriceps for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it. Now we're going to go further and deeper. So from here, you're going to start taking your left hand under the left knee. So I'm trying to bring the shoulder under the knee. I hope that it's visible. So bring your left shoulder under the left knee, stretch it out. Right forearm on the floor. Move your body forward, bend that leg, reach the foot. So you need to move your hips back to reach the foot and then drop the hips forward and down. I'll show you again in case you didn't get it, guys. Always you can use a strap. If you cannot reach the foot, it's okay also. So you're here. Bring the knee and the foot a little closer. Really lean, bend forward. Take the left shoulder under the left knee. Everybody got that, right? Now, bend the back leg. Bring the right forearm down on the floor. Go back on the knee. Bend the back leg. Grab hold of the foot. And then move your body forward. Move your hips forward, extend and stay here. And breathe. Stay here and breathe for 5, 4, don't give up. 3, 2, and 1. And then slowly release, come out. And now we'll do a little more active flexibility. So pressing the left foot on the floor. Again, bring your left shoulder under the left knee. Remember, this will be enough for some of you. Stay here. Some of us will start lifting the right knee up. My hip is way up. I have to bring the hips in line with my shoulders. So I lower the hips down and then I extend the hands out. Hold it for 5. Lift the chest and the head up. Drop the hips down more and more. Drop the hips down more and more. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release and step your left leg back. Woo! Feel it and stay. Good. Now you're going to pause for a moment. I'm going to show you super soldier. Try it. You can also take support. I'll show you with the support. You can also use a block. First, I'll show you the posture as it is. And then I'll show you the steps and I'll give you the modifications. Do as much as you can. Don't expect it to come everything in one day. So super soldier, all this preparation was for that. So turning on this side, you can keep a block handy. I'm doing without the block, then I'll show you with the block. So what I'm doing is, I'm taking my left hand under the left knee, as I did in the warming up, in the preparation, not warming up, in the preparation. So I take my left arm under. I can turn around this side so that I think it's more visible. So I'm taking my left arm under. Did we get that? Yeah? Right hand is here. Right fingertips on the floor. Now from here, I'm going to start leaning forward. Lean forward and then start lifting this leg up. Then I'm going to fold this leg. This will be enough for some of you. Some of us, we will start reaching for this foot and then straightening the bottom leg, lifting up and coming into the super soldier. Okay, what you can do is you can keep the hand on the block, but don't keep the block on the floor, it will slide. Keep it on the mat. What you can also do is take the support of the wall if you have the wall space. So my back will turn towards you, but just showing it, I don't want to change the camera angle. So you can have the support of the wall, okay? So that even if you're falling, and the block. So from here, you can start lifting the leg up. You have the support of the wall so that you don't fall. Your balance will not be challenged. You can just stay here and it helps to keep the hand on the block. And then you can bend this leg, reach, and then you have to send the knee up and push your body forward. So with the wall support, it is easy because then you don't have to worry for the balance. Okay? Did we get that? Or we didn't get that? Let's try it out. Let's try once again, all of us together. We'll try with the right leg up and then we'll try with the left leg up. I hope everybody is here, not left. Okay, let's go guys. So from here, I'm going to show you again. Remember, use the props. You can keep the right hand on the block. You can have your back against a wall supporting you. So let's go step by step, everybody. If you're not already in the pose, if you're already there, just stay there. So bending the left leg, take your left hand under the left knee. Right hand slightly forward, not in line with the foot. Slightly forward. You can stay on your fingertips on the block or with the palms. Lean your body forward and try to lift your leg up. Fold this leg. Grab hold of your right ankle with your left hand and then straighten your left leg. Allow the right knee to move up towards the ceiling. And then slowly come down and stretch your left leg back into down dog. I hope everybody is just not sitting there and watching. Do at least some part of it. And then the right leg forward. Your left hand can come on the block or you can be against the wall. This is known as super soldier. Okay? So now bringing your, it's a deep hip opener as you can see, right? And we've done the preparation. So right leg forward. What are the messages coming? Please, sorry, once again, sorry, I'll just read the message because it's a little different posture today. Halfway. Please show with the wall again. Okay, I'll do that. Nothing. With the wall, it's very easy. You're just stacking your back on the wall. I'll show you on this leg. I don't want to show my back, but I don't have any other place. Okay. So my right leg forward. My right shoulder goes under the knee. Left hand on the block. Okay. Then I'm going to lean my body weight in my right foot. My back is against the wall, so that is giving me the support. See, my back is against the wall, so that is giving me the support. I stretch this leg, hold it. My left leg is up, so my right hand will reach the ankle. And then from here, I have to straighten the bottom leg, lift the knee up and turn the chest. Okay? I'll show it once again on the mat, on the right side, and then we will move on. So the right leg forward, right hand, right shoulder under the right knee, left hand forward slightly, lean into your right leg, look forward, lean into your right leg, lift your left leg up. Grab it with your right hand, and then slowly, taking your time, breathe, open up into super soldier. Oops, sorry. Stay for a little longer. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Go back into down dog. Enough. We'll practice it again, don't worry. Remember we did it last month. So at least once in a month we'll revisit the peak postures. So don't worry, and stay. Move forward into plank. Take a vinyasa. Inhale up. Do a nice back bend here. You've been doing a forward bend. So do a nice back bend here. And exhale back into your downward facing dog. Give a spiral movement. Just 2 more times. And then slowly bring your knees down, cross your ankles and sit. Okay? Moving into the last part of the class, looking into compass pose. First we do the preparations. Sitting straight and tall, stretch your left leg forward. Now I want the spine to be straight. I don't want this to happen. To avoid this, bend this leg. For some of us, as soon as the hamstrings goes away from the picture, we can straighten the spine. So keep your left leg bent and bring your right foot, turning forward. So my left leg is slightly bent. I can just keep it straight and the spine straight. But bend, bring it and cradle the baby. Okay? So hold it You can just go side to side. Try to keep your back straight. You can keep this leg bent. If it feels good, then you can stretch it up. And just try to cradle, don't lean back. So my spine will be more visible, the angle of the spine, so I'm not here. I have to be straight. And then do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, turning towards you, and 1. Now take both your arms under this. Okay? Don't drop it down, lift it up, feeling the stretch here. Feel the stretch here. If your hamstrings are too tight, you can fold this leg also, guys. Okay? That's the another option. Keep lifting it up. Lift it, fold it. 5, 4, 3, keep lifting it up. 2, and 1. Stay here and breathe. Beautiful, guys. Now bring that right ankle on the left knee, hands behind. I'm just trying to see which angle it will be more visible for you. Okay, so hands straight. Now move your hips closer towards the feet. The more your hips go closer to the ankle, the deeper the stretch in the right hips. Flex the foot, stay here, breathe. Really opening up through the right hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Now from here, keep this leg bent. It's easy. Bring this leg up. See how I'm holding it. Okay, so hold the ankle. Use the finger and the thumb to push up the leg. So use this action to push up. So push it up and try to hang the leg on your right shoulder, like you're hanging the cloth. This should not happen. If the leg slides down, you cannot do the next posture. So just keep working step by step. Today, maybe you're just working on bringing the leg up. For most of the leg comes here. Doesn't really matter, but it's better if the leg comes here and stays there. So try to take the leg up to the shoulder. Point your toes, stay here. See if you can lift up. Not needed. Okay, that will come when you do Ashtavakrasana. Stay here. Now you can take a belt here. I'll show you with the belt, guys. You can take a belt here. So my leg is up on my right shoulder. My palms are pressing down. You can hold it closer to the foot or away from the foot, depending on your flexibility. Take a belt, it is easier. And then from here, you're going to start taking the head in, hands back, and just stretch. Stretch the leg. Okay, your hands can be bent. Stretch the leg. Stretch. Breathe. Now press the right palm and really stretch the left side of the body. And those who can, without the strap, you have to hold the outer edge of the foot. Press. Inhale. Roll the left shoulder behind and stretch. Look towards the left side. Once you're in the pose, stay here. If you cannot do it, if you're here today also, it is fine. It is fine. This is the preparation. So whatever, wherever you are, just try and hold it for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release it and relax it. Stretch both your legs forward. Give a little shake to the hips. Somebody has written something. 1 second, sorry. I'm just taking breaks because we're doing some peak postures. Tough. Yes, Richa. In the beginning, yes, everything is tough. Do your best. Give it your best shot. And that's okay. Now let's prepare for the second side. Right leg stretches forward. Lift this leg up. You can bend the right knee and try to hold. Okay? Like you're holding a baby. And as we always say, the baby's crying. So just rock the cradle or rock the baby. Feel it here. This is what really needs to open up. Once your hip opens up, you will find that a lot of postures become easy for you. We're just working on the same postures that we did last month. And then next month, in case if we continue the online, hopefully we'll look into some different postures. And then you can straighten the leg, lifting the leg up, straighten the spine. Once the lockdown opens, we still want to continue the online classes, but we need your feedback on what time it will work best for you. But let's take one day at a time. Okay, now from here, take both the hands under. You have to spend time in these preparations, guys. Don't rush through it. Don't get very, what's the word? I'm not getting the word, sorry. So just hold it, be patient, okay? Don't get restless, that's the word. Don't get restless. Be patient, guys. Okay? See, really pull the foot closer to the chest and feel that deep stretch here. And then fold and bend the right leg. Of course, you can have the strap. Grab hold of the foot. Use the finger and the thumb at the calf to push your shoulder under the leg. Okay? So you're using the finger and the thumb to push the shoulder under the leg. So if somebody said this is tough, just stay here. This will be enough for today. Enough. Okay? And also, this leg should be working, active, so that it stays here. So much so that if I want to lift, I can lift up also. See? My leg is not sliding down. My leg is not sliding down. So you only need to keep this leg active. Let's try that once more. So taking it above the shoulders, nice and deep and strong. And then keeping the hand. Now this hand can come on the block also. For some of you, if your hips are tight, elevating the palm gives you that edge to get into the pose. So try. Try elevating the palm. Sorry, I did not tell you on this side. Okay, so try elevating the palm. Hold the strap, hold the foot, and then stretch it out. Push your body forward like we did in Super Soldier. It is the same family. And then turn towards your right side. Breathe and stay in whatever version of the pose you are. Okay? In whatever version of the pose you are in, just try to stay. When you stay, the muscles will stretch. So that next time when you do it, it is better. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly and gently release and relax. Beautiful, guys. Again, stretch your legs forward. Shake your legs and your hips. We'll do one Surya Namaskar just to get the energy flowing, and then we'll start cooling down. So from here, bend your legs, fold your legs, come back on the top of the mat, and stretch back into downward facing dog. Take your vinyasa, move forward, knees, chest and chin down. Inhale, really stretch the back, massage the back. Exhale back into downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, bend your knees and really send your hips up, lengthening the spine, getting a nice deep stretch in the spine. And then look forward, step your right and your left leg forward, arch your back forward, exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, come up. We'll repeat this one more time. Inhale, take your hands up. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Palms on the floor, step the legs back. Knees, chest and chin down. Inhale, up. Stay here. Breathe, shoulders back. Lift the body up. So don't dump your body on your hands. Lift. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Again in down dog, bend your knees, push your hips back. Bring the knees down. Sit in Vajrasana. For the students who are absolutely new, this could have been a challenging class, but remember, you will do according to your own capability. Okay, slowly you will build it up. Because it's a mixed level class, some people can do this, so we are throwing these challenges to them. Keeping your back straight, stretch your hands up. Exhale, just twist on the right side. This will take away any discomfort from the spine. Breathe, try to really lengthen the chest. No rapid movements, no, just holding and really enjoying that sensation of release in the body. Inhale, come back up to the center. Exhale, turn on the left side. Breathe and stay. Long, deep breaths. With every exhalation, you're turning the spine a little more to the left. And then slowly come back to the center. Beautiful, guys. Go ahead. Lie down on your back. We'll do a bridge pose. So keep your feet a little distance between the feet, a little gap, but keep your feet close to the hips. Toes are turned forward. Lift your hips up. If you can reach the feet, excellent. If not, just keep them on the floor. Try to draw the arms straight and under your back. Okay? So see how I'm moving side to side to take the arms under. Lift up and we are going to hold this. Draw the inner thighs. We've done a lot of opening of the inner thighs. So just draw the inner thighs like a counter pose. Maybe just come down for a moment, reset, and then take it up again. You can even have a block between the thighs. Inhale, lift up, hold it, stay. Relax and soften the facial muscles, the eyes, the mouth, the jaws. Release. Press into the shoulders. It will feel nice in the shoulders, guys. And then slowly come down. Good. Stay here, breathe. Really feel that your sacrum is long. So push your tailbone down. Okay, so don't arch your back. And then bring the knees closer towards your body and open the legs out into happy baby. You can grab hold of the ankles. In a few seconds, once the muscles stretch, you will be able to reach the top of the foot. So don't force it now. Just grab hold of the ankles. Keep your chin towards the chest. Make sure that your shoulder blades and the sacrum is grounded. So the entire length of the spine is grounded. Keep turning the knee to the side like you do in Skandasana. And then bring the foot or the palm on the top of the foot. Stay here in your happy baby. Not so happy for many of us. But stay here in your happy baby. And then go ahead and just stretch one leg all the way. Stretch. I can reach my heels also. If you can, then do that. And just stretch and extend the right leg. Try to really open it up. Breathe. Keep the shoulder relaxed. Your right shoulder should not suffer because of the stretch in the leg. Then you can hold it here. So don't allow the right shoulder to really suffer. And then back to the center. And then stretch your left leg back. Go slow. Go slow. Go slowly and then go deep. Gradually. And now see if you can extend and stretch both the legs. Really stretch it out. The shoulders stay relaxed. Don't compromise on the relaxation of the shoulders. And then bring it all the way in and relax. Wonderful, guys. Well done. If you need some spinal twists for your back, you know that feels good in the back, do that. Some tips for people who have lower back pain, especially if you're sitting for a long time at home and working. Our students already know it, but some of you who have joined, who were not our students earlier, keeping a block, so you won't have a block. So anything similar in dimension, lifting the hips up and placing it at the sacrum. Not in the lower back, not under glutes, but in between. Okay? And then just releasing, feet apart, knees in. It feels very good. It gives length to the sacrum. And then move your chest back. So really lengthening the spine. So if you have like any kind of discomfort in the back, this is a great posture. And in case some of you want to improve the flexibility of the back, don't try it now, but in case if you want to increase the flexibility, you raise the height of the block here. And then you stay. This will improve the flexibility and give a beautiful stretch in the hip flexors. If you're sitting and doing a lot of work, these muscles become tight. So here you are opening these muscles, and this will also alleviate any kind of a back pain if you have. Just be 1 minute in any of the Shavasana positions that you're in. If you have a block, if you're here, stay here. If you're without the block, doesn't matter. Just stay and breathe. Thirty more seconds. Try to comfortably release your body completely. Take 3 long and deep breaths while you're lying down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time, breathe in. And breathe out. Stay still for 10-15 seconds. And then slowly start coming back to your body. Start to move your body. If you want to stretch, you can take your hands back and legs forward, feet together. You can give a beautiful stretch to your whole body. And then you can start folding the legs at the knee. Turn over to your right side. Come up slowly. Keeping your back absolutely straight. Keeping your hands in chin mudra. Just reflect on your practice. Just acknowledge the practice. Just acknowledge the fact that you have given your best. And be thankful to be able to do this. Bring your palms to your heart center. We'll end this session with one more chanting. Sitting up straight and tall. Inhale. Grab your palms. And bring down your arms. Very honestly, while doing the practice, almost 1 hour 15 minutes, how many times did you actually focus and feel the breath? Be very honest. How many times did we actually focus and feel the breath? The answer may be not even once. Till we practice like this, we can never be called as our advanced practitioner. This practice gives you an opportunity to connect to the body and to connect to the breath. We will all connect to the body because it is gross. We can feel it, we can see it. And when we do the postures, we want to post those pictures on Instagram and on Facebook. So all of us will connect to the body, yes. Okay. But how many of us actually connect to the breath also? It is very important. If you're not doing that and if you've been practicing since 5-6 years, that means somewhere something is not moving forward. So make sure when you practice, you are focusing